Welcome to another episode of Uncut. As you're probably aware, China is the largest country by population and the third largest country by area. On the other hand, the country is experiencing the biggest and fastest development in human history. These things come together to make a huge challenge in many ways. And of course, here we will talk in terms of mobility. How is this challenge overcome in unique and innovative ways? China is at the top of many lists. Huge country, huge population, kind of balances itself out, right? To a certain extent, it's right. But as more people come from the countryside to the city in search of new opportunities and better quality of life, the cities are beginning to carry much of the mobility burden. This means that China is on another level when it comes to urban population and population density. Shanghai has a population of over 25 million, and Chongqing in China's west is currently at an eye-watering 31 million residents. That's 3 times the size of Sweden. Hangzhou, the city we are in now, is a new Tier 1 city and the capital of its province, Zhejiang. But as a city you've probably not heard about, it still has a massive population of over 10 million people. These millions of people need to move around the cities and between cities every day, so good infrastructure is needed to carry this burden. Add to this that in Chinese culture, owning a car is a must, and you begin to see the problem facing the transport system. With over 300 million cars on the road and 20 million new cars being added to the roads every single year, the Chinese road system needs to be as efficient as possible. China has built a nationwide highway system of superhighways, going for hundreds of thousands of miles between cities, across mega bridges, and through tunnels that span mountains. China's high-speed rail system is also world-renowned for being efficient, cheap, and wide-reaching, with thousands of miles of new track laid each and every year. Many in China believe that they have created the answer to a massive country and a huge population. What do you think? Super efficient and cheap public transportation is always a good way to keep people out of their cars. A trip on this bus line, for example, will only set you back 2 yuan, or 30 American cents. Buses are all linked to the cloud, so you will never miss your ride to work. This one also has 5G connectivity, offering Wi-Fi on the go. Subways are equally cheap, owing to a healthy amount of subsidies from the government to ensure millions of people can move about easily. Take Hangzhou, for example. 8 years ago, it didn't even have a subway system, and today, over 3.5 million subway journeys are taken on a day-to-day basis. And of course, there are e-bikes, the personal mobility alternative to their much more expensive and space-consuming four-wheeled cousin. So there definitely is no shortage of how to get from A to B in China. But the question is this enough to support 1.4 billion as they get around the country? In the next few videos, we will be taking a deep dive into China's mobility system. Everything from trains to bridges, to buses, and to the mega infrastructure that supports it. How mobility works in China and how 1.4 billion people get around this enormous country on a day-to-day basis. Hit the subscribe button and leave your comments below. If there's anything that you want us to take a look at, let us know and we'll make sure to go out and take a look for you. Bye and see you soon.